through. Come on, Alice. Good lad. Well, this is a view you wouldn't generally see at this time of year, because January and February we don't tend to really put any pressure on to do much with the horses. But I'm here on Annie, and beside me I've got little Angel Eyes Hunnis. And the reason that they're coming out today is because next week they've actually got an engagement just down the road, very locally. Very sad occasion. It's actually going to be for a funeral. Now, it's not something that I would generally do, but as you know, we've done this for Mum and Dad's funeral. We've had the horses walking in front of the hearse for both of them, and we were asked whether we could offer this for a local lady who sadly passed away recently. So even though Annie and Hunnis haven't been ridden for a while, it's a very short distance that they need to go. They've been there, done it, bought the t-shirt, and I can't think of two better horses to go and lead somebody to their last send-off. So they're both going to need a little bit of sprucing up and tidying up because they're quite hairy in their best winter woolies. But we'll do our best to getting them looking as smart as we can for the day. So they're just going out for a little leg stretch right now, and I'm delighted to say that Jodie is going to be coming back over, and what better way for her to get started doing a little bit with the boys and girls by doing something quite so special for a local family. So she'll ride Hunnis, I'll ride Annie on the day, and we'll just have to hope and pray for some nice weather for everybody. We got quite a bit of work to make you look presentable, young man. You've had a bit of a face trim. I think we need to get rid of some of these long guard hairs, tidy up his legs a little bit. But we'll have you sparkling on the day, won't we? There, we're beginning to look a little less dishevelled. So we'll give the legs a clean up, and we'll just work on your presentation over the next week. Bless him, he's got a little spring in his step. I think he feels much better for having a good old tidy up. You're feeling more like your glamorous self now. Nicely trimmed legs. nicely trimmed face and a beautiful plait courtesy of Molly. And you can go in and see all your buddies now, who are all actually naked because it's turned quite mild. So Molly and Diane came down earlier, took all their jumpers off, and they're going to have a night without them so they can do lots of rolling in the mud and start getting rid of some of that winter coat. He's straight off into the palace to go and get some haylage. These all looking beautiful with their jumpers off. There's Dow Dow, little Spesh, the boss man, nice. Hey Speshy. Oh, Yodel, getting cross. Yodel, be nice. And Micah and Wren. That's Hannes exiting that way. Look at all your dirty toes. But ordinarily at this time of year, they'd be muddy up to their bellies. Hey Vienna. Hey beautiful little girl. So she and Inna are out here without their jumpers on as well. Inna's munching on haylage there, so you can only see her back end. But they're nice and settled. And Hannes is actually going to come in and join them tomorrow. This is a lovely occasion, but a very sad occasion, because in October last year, this wonderful couple, Lucy and Bruno, came and joined us at the farm and have been an absolute godsend. Doing so much poo picking around the farm, cleaning and tidying.
Helping with building work.
Yeah,
really.
There hasn't been a single thing that you haven't quite happily stepped forward to help us out with. So we're having a celebratory meal this evening. We've got Bailey, Frey, Molly, we've got our quilting queen, Diane. But is there anything else that you'd like to say?
I can't explain my feelings in English, so
That's
thank
absolutely.
you so much for...
If you do it in Portuguese, translate.
Yeah.
A gente é muito grato por tudo e pelo acolhimento de todo mundo. I'm crying, so I can speak more because
That's
I'm
absolutely
very
fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you very much for all.
You will always be welcome to come back.
Yeah, and
Just
thank
to visit.
Thank you both for everything that you've done, and hopefully we'll see you again. After our lovely meal out, I'm back at the yard in time to give Uber his last evening feed. So there it is with his little metoclopramide tablets in. Just add a little bit of water, and Annie's come and join me in the feed room, so it's only right that she gets an extra little treat. Oh, you dropped it, darling. I think she thoroughly enjoyed her little ride out today. And hopefully I'll get her out with Hannes again in the next day or two. Your little white tash really stands out in the dark, doesn't it? It's all happening in the playground this morning. So I've just put a new bale in. Unfortunately, there was a bit of mould, but thankfully we've got Anne and Frey on the case, being ably assisted by all the boys and girls to get those mouldy bits off. But we've also, surprise visit, wasn't expecting them, we've also got Leon and Matthew back from Alpha Signs, who are putting all the permanent signage on the gates down here, but also putting an extra screen over the top of our concrete panel donors signs, just to make sure that they do stand the test of time. So all of these lovely signs down on the side of the building are going to have an extra protective cover on them. And finally, we've also got all of you lovely people who've sponsored each of our lost souls over in the orchard. Your names are going to be affixed to the fencing later this afternoon. But I think I best go help these guys get this bale sorted before everyone pulls it all over the place that I can't fit the hay bale back on the top. Hannes is doing the sensible thing and sticking to the bale inside while all the girls fight over the one out there. It's really not helpful of them. It's a little bit soggy today, day 2 of getting these 2 out. And Hannes was a little bit tired on the way out, but he's been bouncing on the way back. So they were both trying to have a lovely trot up the road. We kept it nice and steady. But yes, let's just hope that we don't have weather like this next Wednesday. Now, Hannes, you're going to be joining these 2 gorgeous ladies, Vienna and Inna, who are a little bit soggy in this horrible weather we've got today. As I say, it's not cold, but we are going to get their jumpers back on in a bit. But they're going to get little Hannes now to keep them company. Now, obviously, Inna knows Hannes really well. And interestingly, before we came through the gateway, she actually told Vienna to keep away. And you may remember that Vienna spent a night with Hannes out here. And he's so non-confrontational. He's just ignoring them both straight away and going in to get some haylage. And I know a lot of you have been asking for more information on Vienna. So just a little bit for now, because as I say, as you can see, the weather's not very nice. So Vienna is 11 years old. She turns 12 in April. My understanding is that she did some driving before going to her most recent owner a couple of years ago, where she went off to be trained for riding, but very, very sadly her most recent owner found herself in a position where she had to undergo several stages of surgery for herself and wasn't in a position to give Vienna what she needed. So hence why she's come here. So that's just a little bit of info about her, and I'm sure when we've got a nice day and we can do a little bit of a video just about her, we'll share a little bit more. But no decisions yet on her future. We're carrying on with the assessment process. We've got Sam coming to see her next week, and we'll take it from there. But I'm pleased to say these all seem to be getting on okay, so this could be a nice trio to have together. Apologies for the bad filming, but with rain on the screen it's a little difficult. Oh, Hannes, you happy to have girlies? I'm just up in the loft looking for some paperwork, and I can hear a pussycat mewing. Oh my goodness, darling! What are you doing in here? Hey, sweetheart! Dee, is that you? Oh my goodness, you've hidden yourself away in the loft. Oh, Dee, darling, come on. Hey, Is it much warmer and cosier up here? Hey? Oh, thank goodness that we found you. Right, let me go and get you some food. Right, so I've come back up with a bowl of food for her. Don't know whether I've shown you in the loft before. This is the loft of the house. Oh, sweetheart. I'm so relieved that we found you. Dee, darling, where have you gone? There's all sorts in here. Top hats, saddles, harness. It's all a bit of a mess. Yeah, let's see if I can... Come here, sweetheart. Come here, we've got some food here. Come on. Oh, bless her. She must be starving. Now, we do have the door to the attic open every now and again, but she's obviously made her way up here to stay away from all the renovations. So I'm not quite sure how long it will have been that she hasn't had something to eat. But thank goodness. She's got a nice big bowl of food there. So at least it's dry and warm up here. And we'll just feed her in here while all the work's going on up there. Well, we left the attic open all night to see whether she would move up to the barn, but she's decided not to. She's obviously made herself at home in the corner up here, so we'll just keep giving her her breakfast and her tea up here every day. But she looks a lot more settled today, and I'm sure she'll put weight back on in no time. So I may not have found the paperwork that I was looking for up in the attic, but at least I found a D. Well, the weather is really revolting today, so there's not a lot of filming that's been going on, but Molly and I have managed to get Inna and Dale over to Mel's. So Molly's going to start with Inna, and Dale and I are sheltering in the corner here until they're done. So this is really nice for Inna to come out today, and because Hannes is keeping Vienna company and they're very content together, it means Inna gets a little day out. But Molly's already been doing quite a bit of relaxation work with her, and she's specifically asked Mel today whether she can help her with learning how to do the clock. So she's done a bit of following first. You can see Inna's letting go a lot of tension there with the yawning. But when she first came here, she was almost too full of energy, whereas now she almost switches off a little bit too much. That's good relaxation there. Back from Mel's. Inna's back with Vienna and Hannes. Dale's back in the palace and playground. Annie, you're going to get your day trip next week. You get to go on the trailer next week. Yes, it'll be your turn. Yours and Hannes's turn for a little day out. Look at the state of you. Everything's just disgusting and wet and soggy. It's been just one of those really horrible days. This is always a good start to a day. It means the arrival of new carrots. I'm pleased to say they actually had them in stock this time, so the horses are all going to be very happy. You two had spotted the carrots already, because we didn't shut the door. Been trying to chew them and pinch them out the bag. You can have a carrot as you've been deprived for the week. Hold on. There we go. Let's get one for Annie. Annie, Annie. Annie, Annie. No, that's not for you, Hidda. There we go. Let's get one for Prince. Princey, you finished your breakfast? Here we go, little man. A breakfast carrot. Well done. Thank goodness it's not raining today, because yesterday was absolutely disgusting. Oh, it's peaceful for a little while. And as we've got the sun out today, I couldn't resist sharing this very beautiful view with you all. As we've got sunshine, I've taken Inna and Vienna's rugs off so they can get a little bit of that sun on their backs today. Vienna's looking lovely and settled now. She's got her Inna for company, and she's also got Hannes, who's hiding in here eating haylage at the moment. He's still got his jumper on, but he's coming in today because he's having new shoes. Look at the state of your plat, young man. And you've made a disgusting mess in here, haven't you? We'll come and clean that up later. But he's also got Jodie coming in today. So she's going to do a little bit of groundwork with him, hop on him for 5-10 minutes, all in preparation for next week. So I've come up to feed Dee this morning and wondered why I hadn't seen Twixie. And I think I've got Twix up here as well. Hello, you've decided to come and live up in the attic with Dee, have you? No? I'm afraid you can't stay up here because there's no in and out unless we leave the door open, Twixie. But you'll be happy that you found your friend, won't you? Oh, have you had a nice night together? Look, you two get carrots. All cleaned up down here, and so much quicker when there's 3 of us. So we got Molly and Susan today. We're going to have a full house today, aren't we? So
Yeah.
Hazel's coming, Jodie's coming.
You should have got 2 boxes of blueberry muffins instead of the 1.
Oh, I know.
Oh well.
We'll have to cut them in half. It's Bruno and Lucy's last day. Oh, and look what they've made.
They're starting nursery now.
Oh, look at that. Delicious. Yay. So Bruno's made this. You've made this, yeah? Last night.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was chocolate.
Oh,
It's carrot. Wow. That's
blueberry.
lovely.
Does that mean Anya has to have a piece? Does that mean Anya's invited? The horse Anya.
She loves carrot cake. Woody's trying to get in on the action as again. You're not having any. Although it is Woody's 3rd birthday today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's booked in next week, and we're having it all off.
So yeah, we've got a full house today.
We have.
We've got Jodie and Mabel.
Jodie.
We've got Hazel. Susan's around somewhere.
Inna's birthday party a week early.
And Tony and David as well.
Being unsociable over there.
Yes, where's
And we've got-
Susan?
I don't know where Susan's gone. Has she gone? Yeah. Yeah, and we've got horses everywhere at the moment because Chris is coming, so he's going to be doing some shoeing. Oh, there's Susan, right behind.
There we go.
And
There's
we've
Susan
got
with
a
her
special job
drink.
for Susan today because Jodie and I need to try the jackets on for next week's funeral. So Susan is here with your sewing kit if you need to make any adjustments.
Oh, excellent. Look, you beautifully matching in colours as well, Susan. Beautifully matching, and Jodie And Hazel, Mabel. Oh, and even Molly's got the burgundy colour on as well.
Your Nika colours today.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I just put this on.
Right, so this is going to revolutionise your life. This is. Your life is going to be better forever after this. Yeah, yeah. There you are. It's a self-threading needle.
Oh.
It's just what you always wanted.
Maybe we'll get all the jackets to adjust rather than you, Susan.
Can you see that?
Not terribly well, but you
that?
don't need to. You don't need to, because you just sort of lay the thread down, and then it's like a little fork, and then you just pull the thread over the
Oh,
end
right,
of
so you
it.
just pull the
You
thread
just
in the
pull
top of
yeah,
it.
and it sort of clamps it.
So it goes apart and then...
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Even though you've been miserable this morning,
Yeah.
see, everyone loves
Yeah.
you really.
yeah. Your life will be changed forever
that
now.
is such a cool...
It is a good idea. I use it all the time. Yeah.
We got little Speshi in there with Molly because Speshi has a special visitor tomorrow. Kim's coming to spend a bit of time with her in the friendship barn. So she was proper disgusting this morning, wasn't she?
Absolutely revolting.
I should have got video of her before she came up because it was literally caked all over her legs.
Yes. We're getting there. Slowly but surely.
She's looking much better. So we had to kick the Wallers out of Bessie's barn because they were plugging their electrics in here. They are taking over. I mean, you know, there's all sorts of machinery out here. They've even got a big red truck here. Our space is getting smaller and smaller by the day. You know, we can't complain. They're rebuilding it all. Look, they're rebuilding the outside today. They've got the inside wall finished, which I'll show you a little bit later on. But Jodie is back with Hannes. We've got Hazel there. Looking good, Hazel. Yeah, absolutely. No. You're going in the hay hole. Annie's still in bed, I think, so I think you're safe. Oh, is she in? She's out of bed. She's had 2 sleeps this morning. We'll get her jumper off in a minute. Yeah, you can squeeze past. Mabel, you watching your mum at work again? Yep. Yeah? Oh, that's Hannes. Little angel eyes. So you're going to do a little bit of groundwork and...
Yes, I think we'll just go in there and I'll do a bit of massage with them and a bit of groundwork and just spend some time with them.
Yeah.
Hop on in for a couple of minutes.
And we've sorted jackets out, so we pretty much know what we're wearing for the day. And we just need sunshine like this, don't we?
Yeah, it will be. It'll be nice.
It will be. Right, let's go and see who else is up here. If Annie's out of bed. Old Prince is snoozing up here. As I say, horses everywhere, because we're just waiting for Chris to arrive. We've got Nero and Nika in there. I'm going to take their jumpers off in a minute. And then we've got Micah and Dale up in the round pen. They both need front shoes today. And then we got little Princey and Hidda snoozing by the arena. This is just like spring, isn't it, Prince? And Hidda, guess what? You get visitors in the friendship barn as well tomorrow. You've got Donna back to give you some extra loving. Mabes, are we ready for a shoe back on that foot? And then you can go back down to the palace and playground with everybody else. I think we're walking better. Yeah? I think you're more comfortable. Come on, let's go over and see Chris. It's hard to tell on the stony ground, but that's much better than you were. This looks all right, doesn't it, Chris?
Doesn't seem limping, does it?
Not like she was.
A lot better.
So Jodie's actually got her jacket and hat on just to make sure that they're going to sit right once she's on top of him. So she's just doing a little bit of groundwork with him first. Bless him, as an older gent with lots of arthritis, he does get stiff. And then he'll get a little bit of extra Hofmagging early next week as well, just so he's nice and relaxed and as comfortable as he can be. But as I've said before, it's only a little short ride that we'll do, and he will just love being on show for everyone again and having a very important job to do. Little Specie's come out to dry out at the tie-ups. Doutson's having her toes done. So Chris has taken them off, trimmed them, filed them down. You can see that's how much hoof comes off in about 6 weeks. They grow a little bit slower at this time of year. And then Chris has had a look at Mabel's foot, and she's going to get her shoe put back on with a little bit of putty in the hole where the abscess was before she goes back down to join all her friends. And that hole looks fine. Yeah.
Couldn't dry.
Happy with it.
Right.
Good.
Put some filler in it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's now Hidda's turn. You weren't quite so grubby as Spesh.
No, but he can have a bath anyways.
I know.
It's a nice day for it.
And then you've got to try and keep your toes clean overnight. Do you think you can manage that?
So
Probably
that's
not. No.
Feel really different because I sort of expected I'd feel like not as stable or something, but I actually just feel the same.
You feel, it's amazing muscle memory, isn't it?
Yeah, how you just, even getting on, I thought, oh, how's my hips going to feel, how's my stomach going to feel, but I just feel the same as always. And I guess maybe having the chiropractic work that I've had done has helped.
Yeah.
So no, it's nice to feel that I can still, I guess because you worry that you're going to lose all that strength, but actually I can still keep myself up and
Yeah.
you don't feel that you're just sort of
Just sat there. That's what I was worrying about because I'd not ridden for so long. But yeah, hopping on Annie, your muscles soon remember, don't they?
and he feels just lovely as always. And that's the thing with Thomas, I think, you know, even though he's not done much, he still feels like he's quite forward. You know, I'm not here pushing him along.
Yeah, he's quite happy walking along without any encouragement.
Just keeping my weight off him, and yeah, he's just really enjoying it by the feel of it. So no, it's good.
That's Mr. Milby done. Mabel is ready to go back out. Hannes, are you ready to go back out with your girlfriends? Doutson's had her toes done, but he didn't quite have time for Micah's, so he'll be back on Monday to do her. So Speshi is replacing Mabel as Hoitzer and Jubba's companion.
He wasn't happy.
Was he not?
No.
He didn't want Spesh back. Does he want Mabel back then?
He's not even bothered now. He's got his haylage.
Oh, well, as long as he's got food. Mabes is desperate for some grass. I have to be careful that you don't go on the edge here and trample all of Tamara's daffodils. are beginning to come out now. Oh look, they're all shouting Spesh down the road as well. Mabes, they're not even down here to greet you, but that does mean that you get all the haylage to yourself. I think they're all the way across the top of the field at the moment. Look at those maple ears. Just check out the treat balls, just in case they've left you any. You see, the treats are far more interesting than all her girlfriends. Oh, maybe not. That's it, she's off. And in fact, I'll take you up here to show you the work that Alpha Signs have done just to protect all our concrete panel sponsors' signs that are on here. So they all have a little protective cover on them now, just to make sure that if the horses do rub against them, they're not going to get damaged. As you can see with the dirty marks on the bottom of there, they do like to make their mark. So that's just a little bit of condensation on that one. And then the big signs inside here have also been protected. This extra plastic screen over the front, as you can see, all of this, it wipes off easy enough. Oh, there's lots of squealing around the corner. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Mabel's back with everybody. Who's she squealing at? Probably Iceman. Yep, it's Iceman. It's quite boggy and muddy, this gateway. And then Yodel, second in command, is looking on. But this will be why Spesh's legs were quite so grubby. But you know, in years gone by, they would have been stood in this, exactly where the palace and playground are right now. Whereas now they can come through that gateway and onto this beautiful surface. Oh, looks like Wren's coming into play as well. Are you going to welcome Mabel back? They're all off. So David's been back doing some more work on the tracks. So we're up on Hoytz's Highway. And he's just got these two posts concreted in, but what he's also done is buried the electric wire under the ground here, so that even when this bit of fence is down and they can access the paddock, the rest of the fence is still electrified. And he's also done exactly the same on Drommy's driveway over there, where Uber's standing was the original gateway that we had. And it gets a little bit tight in this corner sometimes getting them in and out. So you can see where the orange handles are there. He's put another gateway in. And at our gateways up at the top, again, he's buried the electric cable so that the fences stay electrified even when the gateways are open. Because what happened with these 2 posts, because when they were in here they sort of knocked against them because they weren't electrified, that's what loosened the posts, hence why they needed concreting back in today, and that wire burying. But these tracks are doing so well. They have been an absolute godsend this year, and as you know, I'm very keen to get more in over the coming 12 months, 24 months, however long it takes. I'm just looking down there to the boys' turnout, because there's been a lot of work going on. Tony's been putting drainage in at the top underneath the shippen to pick up all the water that comes off the yard. We know that that field doesn't drain very well, so there is a lot of drainage work that we need to do down there, and then perhaps look at getting some tracks down around the outside of that field, so that when the horses are just in that little area there where the boys' shelter is, they can still get out and stretch their legs a little bit more than they do at the moment. Come on, Spesh! Look, we've opened up Hoytz's Highway. Are you coming up? I like your earring. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Little Jubbers is coming as well, with his cool little booties on. There, you get the best view up here. You can look down at all your friends down the road. But don't touch the fencing. David won't be happy if you destroy it again. Jubbers, are you coming? Go on, run, little Jubbers. No, he says I can't be bothered. Right, it's Friday, so we've got to have a quick catch up.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
You get a weekend off away from this place, and we get a little bit of peace and quiet.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
Honestly,
nor can I.
wait. I can't wait. I'll just empty my pockets out.
Okay, a little bit of stone in there,
Yeah.
is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Give us a quick rundown on what you've been concentrating on this week.
Right, we'll go in here first.
Yeah.
We've took the gable end up this week. That's finished up there. We've just if you come over here, Tracy, just to your left-hand side, we've just started on this bit. Right
that top corner up
there.
there.
The top corner, the left-hand corner there. We're making that up and closing this this bit off here. And you can see better outside.
Yeah.
Just that bit there above the slates, which we left open to get stone and materials in. So
Yeah, because it's all been lifted up on this scaffolding and over the top there.
We just need a piece of lead in that top corner where that valley is, the lead valley coming down.
Okay.
So we'll put that on Monday, and this should be closed off Monday. Well, it'll be done Monday.
Right. Okay. And then what's the main focus for next week?
Next
Is it the
week-
front wall?
Yeah, next week it's this side wall here. To take down first.
So you're going to take more of that down, are you?
Yeah, there's more to come down.
As far as that window there?
Probably to this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it'll rake up from there, somewhere there. So all this is to come out now.
Okay, so just for anyone who's watching this, I'm stood above stable stays now, so this is just directly to the left of it.
Yeah, that's the closest we're going to be to it, so hopefully we don't...
Are you going to have to take that down all the way down to the ground?
No, it's just going to go to door height down there below, which is quite a way actually. It's about 3 foot lower than this scaffolding.
Yeah, because you're then going to be filling in those doorways, aren't you?
No, not
No,
these
not
ones.
those ones.
No, it's the other ones. on
Oh
the
yeah,
other
it's the
side,
next barn.
yeah,
You see,
it's the
I'm
next
even
barn.
getting
No,
disorientated.
they're staying as they are.
Okay.
2 windows and 1 door. I think.
Yeah, so yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
that's my mistake because we're above the other
No,
stable.
1 window and 1 door.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was 2. Yeah, that's on
Well,
that side.
with any luck, we'll get some slightly better weather next week.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be better. But
Yeah, don't fall down there. We can't be doing
Not
with
on
you getting
Friday,
injured
not
now.
on
No,
Friday.
no.
But you can see how far, if you come here, Tracy.
Yep.
You can see how far that wall's leaning. You can just see there, don't stand on that, what I did. See how it's buckled there?
Yeah. Oh, it really has,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Hence why all of that
Yeah.
needs to come down. Right, well, go and have a nice relaxing weekend and we'll see you bright and early on Monday.
Yeah, we'll be here Monday.
Excellent.
Yeah,
With the noise.
with the noise.
Yay, I can't wait.
Wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears, thank you for the moments that we hold dear. Thank you for the love, thank you for the light. I'm grateful every day. You make my world so bright, oh so bright. The world can be a crazy place without